This is episode 1797. Welcome to the Daily Meditation Podcast. I'm Mary Meckley, and I'm honored you are here as you give yourself permission to slow down and connect to the best part of who you are. In today's episode, we continue with our series this week, which is all about getting in touch with how you feel in your body, physically healing, and this is so tied to your emotions. The mind-body connection is becoming more and more in focus in medicine these days, in both physical and emotional wellness. We are following along with the book, which you could download on Audible or buy at just about any bookstore. It is called The Body Keeps the Score: Brain, Mind, and Body in the Healing of Trauma. And this is by Bessel van der Kolk, who is an MD. And I'm going to be reading to you from the book on pages 62 and 63. And your technique for today is a breathing technique. Every single day here on the podcast, I share with you a different meditation technique that you can do as you settle yourself down and meditate, or as you go about your day. You can do these techniques on or off your meditation cushion or chair. And breathing techniques are particularly powerful at calming your body, which in turn calms your mind. And as you settle yourself down, we have an overriding theme this week to go slow and steady as you do this week's series. Because these changes and the awareness that you are focusing on this week, as you connect certain emotions to how you feel in your body, and likewise, certain maybe tension or pain you feel in your body, how you might connect that to emotions. And these may be emotions that you're experiencing today, or they may be emotions that you have been experiencing for a long time. This week, you might be processing some of those emotions and different tensions you may feel in your body. On that note, I want to let you know that as you meditate, you are doing one of the best things you could possibly do to calm your mind and your body. And I'll be reading to you a portion from the book, The Body Keeps the Score, which underscores just how important it is to develop your medial prefrontal cortex. It's often referred to as your MPFC, medial prefrontal cortex. And this is the part of your brain that you strengthen or activate as you meditate. Each time you sit down to meditate, I encourage you to uplift your eyes as they're closed to what's often considered in yoga and meditation as your spiritual eye. And that is the point between your eyebrows, which is very near where your medial prefrontal cortex is located. So you could think of this area as a watchtower. It allows you to slow down and look at a situation with more of a bird's eye view, and to take your time in how you'll respond, to assess the situation and your response to it. This is the opposite of how you may respond when you don't activate your prefrontal cortex, and you are functioning more from your amygdala. You could think of your amygdala part of your brain as the smoke detector. It simply sends off an alarm. Danger, there's a threat, and you respond accordingly. So the Watchtower allows you to take a look at your stress more closely and to evaluate the best response. This is what you get better and better at doing the more consistently you meditate, because you are strengthening this part of your brain. So I want to read from the book all about this. So page 62, it says, Controlling the Stress Response, the Watchtower. If the amygdala is the smoke detector of the brain, think of the frontal lobes, and specifically the medial prefrontal cortex, located directly above our eyes, as the Watchtower, offering a view of the scene from on high. Is that smoke you smell the sign that your house is on fire and you need to get out fast? Or is it coming from the stake you put over too high a flame? The amygdala doesn't make such judgments. It just gets you ready to fight back or escape, even before the frontal lobes get a chance to weigh in with their assessment. As long as you are not too upset, your frontal lobes can restore your balance by helping you realize that you are responding to a false alarm and abort the stress response. Ordinarily, the executive capacities of the prefrontal cortex enable people to observe what is going on, predict what will happen if they take a certain action, and make a conscious choice. Being able to hover calmly and objectively over our thoughts, feelings, and emotions, and then take our time to respond, allows the executive brain to inhibit, organize, and modulate the hardwired automatic reactions pre-programmed into the emotional brain. This capacity is crucial for preserving our relationships with our fellow human beings. As long as our frontal lobes are working properly, we're unlikely to lose our temper every time a waiter is late with our order or an insurance company agent puts us on hold. Our Watchtower also tells us that other people's anger and threats are a function of their emotional state. When that system breaks down, we become like conditioned animals. The moment we detect danger, we automatically go into fight or flight mode. So you can see where meditation helps to encourage more of a Watchtower response to stress. So to help you along the way, your breathing technique for today that I encourage you to do throughout this week's series is to inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. This keeps your breath relaxed. And as you inhale slowly. And as you exhale steadily, slow and steadily. If you want to go a little more deeply into this week's series, you can find full half-hour guided meditations along with more tools to support you, such as a journal with a daily reflection question on it, customized specifically to help you as you physically heal in this week's series, and a slowdown guide with all the different techniques I share with you throughout the series. And you can keep these tools, you can print them and keep them with you. You can find this app at the Sip and Om meditation app. We have the iOS and Android version available. You can download it for 2 weeks free and See what you think. You get access to just about 1,800 guided meditations there. So as you settle yourself down and get ready to meditate, inhale slow and exhale steady. You are so worth slowing down for.